Hi, I'm Trista. I'm running for Pima County Sheriff and District Attorney, and I had a hell of a morning. I'm going to tell you all about it since the media isn't picking it up. The corrupt cops in county were poised to put me, Oxford University, former psychology tutor, Berkeley alumni scholar, Type A Medical University, award-winning public health researcher. They were trying to put me in a psychiatric state facility for 15 months, and they got their corrupt doctors like morons, against whom I'm filing a 100 million malpractice complaint. You see, these people are all powerful, and what it all goes back to was an illegal, horrific, unconstitutional raid that took place on August 30th, 2023, where myself and a Desert Storm veteran were stripped of all of our rights and falsely arrested, charged, defamed in the press, and framed and caught red-handed, perjuring themselves and having falsified their reports. Detective Teddy Noon had badge number 7977, and Clarissa leyvacanez from the Pima so-called Animal Care Center, badge number 3124. Now that I got 1 month of a continuance to retain my lawyer and to get independent evaluations for these Rule 11 proceedings, which my stupid ex-public pretender Janet Altschuler, hope you enjoyed those. Hope you enjoyed those 2 complaints. Haha. Hope you lose your license, Janet. Instead of doing her job, Janet decided it was a smart idea to initiate Rule 11 proceedings against me. This is quite ridiculous, because the criteria for that is Trista a harm to herself or others? And does Trista understand the charges that are held against her? I understand the charges all too well, thank you very much. I understand quite clearly that this is malicious prosecution. This should be a textbook example of malicious prosecution, and I'm suing Laura Conover's office for $1 billion. I'm suing Pima Animal Care Center $1 billion for torturing my pets in their custody, and also depriving me of my service dog and a Desert Storm vet of his therapy dog. And I'm suing the Pima County Sheriff's Department for this outrageous travesty of misjustice. So the judge adjudicating in this case this morning was Judge Howard Fell, who I had published widely and sent through my public pretender Janet that I was calling for his recusal, because he is the guy who rubber stamped the blanket search warrant, which had no probable cause, no evidence of a crime having been committed. Yeah, that guy, he adjudicated, he literally had my fate in his hands this morning, but fortunately I came prepared. I told him how I'm holder of master's degrees from Oxford University and specializing in trauma counseling, and UC Berkeley in political science, and Type A Medical University. And I also told him, according to my healthcare organization, I have the right to an independent evaluation. And here's the doozy, here's the really kind of chilling detail about this. Janet withdrew as my public pretender after she initiated the rulings, and then she told me that Doug Taylor was appointed as my new public pretender, and guess who that dude is? He was my old brother, the sex offender, convicted sex offender's lawyer, represented my pedo bro against me in court. And I pointed that out to the judge. So after all, I'm thankful that he did the right thing and gave me another month to get a lawyer and to get these independent evaluations, because otherwise you should have seen all the cops that were ready to take me away. And you should have seen Doug's. I could see he had a smile on he put on a mask hoping I wouldn't recognize him. But yeah, I recognize you, arsehole. A clear conflict of interests, and I heard from Glenn Kirshner, because justice matters, that people don't report these judicial officers enough. Because the judges and the attorneys and prosecutors, they're all working together, so it's quite chummy. They take each other out to lunch, and that's how these court cases are decided these days, apparently. So I'm filing complaints. I've already filed complaints against Janet, 2 of them, and I'm filing complaints against judges. Erica Cornejo, please do not vote for any of these people that I talk about because they are corrupt as they come. Laura Conover's office for, I hope she loses her license for this blatantly, flagrantly malicious prosecution against 2 innocent people. And your ability to be involved in malicious prosecution on this massive scale, Laura, shows that you are unfit for this role, because you need to have that position of power taken away from you because you're abusing it, Laura. And you too, Chris. Ignoring victims. I'm not the only one. I sent you lots of emails along with emails to all the press. Nada. That's what you get from Nanos. He just ignores victims. And everybody should know about the female officer who was sexually assaulted by 2 other officers, and he just ignored that report of that as well. So we have a lot to do to clean up the Pima County Sheriff's Department, and I'm, people always say, like, why in hell would you want to run for sheriff, Trista? That's a good question. And if you want to know the answer, you can follow. But that's what happened today. I'm a Midas Touch producer, so please, Midas Mighty, smash that like button and follow, because I want to be Tucson Trista. Thanks for your votes, and you're welcome. I know who the hell would want to be sheriff in Tucson. It's probably the worst. Pima County Jail is probably the worst in the country. It's got 4 times more jail deaths than Rikers Island. Okay, that's a statistic everybody should be aware of. And also, Pima County has 5 times the national average of arrests, which means that there's, they're fabricating evidence like they did in my case. So, you can trust Trista. Write me in for both. Pima County District Attorney and Pima County Sheriff. TRISTA, Oxford, Berkeley, Taipei Medical University. Seen the world, speak several languages. Chinese, love you long time.